Hey my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel and episode 6 of Not So Berry Generation 3. And Opal is currently working on a school project on a Saturday. She got the school project in the last episode, so she's now finishing it up. It is actually helping her rocket science, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we can complete this with a good quality. So we are getting closer to finishing up the overachiever aspiration, because if I check what we need to do for the rest of this aspiration, I feel like she would max it out if possible. Let's see. Achieve A grade, she would be able to do that. Achieve level 2 intense skills, I think she already has done that. And practice debate for 5 hours. She might be practicing debate. I'm not sure if she would actually enjoy it. But this she would actually do, and I feel like these kind of things she might also do. So we're just gonna see if she's actually going to reach it. For now, she's making a little rocket, which is going to be matching this. And is it good quality? No, it's poor. I don't. Okay. I don't think she will be the kind of sim that would actually make a bad quality rocket, to be honest. I think she would be actually the type of sim who would actually have a very good quality. So we are just going to buy her another one. I'm just checking. We have a bridge, we have the solar system, air pressure rocket, or robotics. We're gonna do another rocket. I feel like she would like, this is what I would think of her. I think she would try to like build a rocket. It wouldn't work the first time. It wasn't the quality that she wanted to have. So she would just be like the type of sim to start working carefully again. Like she would just start over, do it again, and hopefully have like a better result next time. She would take like the learnings from her first time. So let's just see if this will help. Ruby, in the meantime, what can you do? You want to who still with Julian? Is there anything else you want to do in this regard? Oh, we actually have a little kitty coming over, so why don't you do some pampering on the couch, which I think is something you would definitely do. And you'll be aging up into 17 days into an elder, so that's when we can take off your final goal, which is marry as an elder. For your skills, I am kind of debating on maybe having you read another romance book, which I've been doing in the background with her to actually max out the romance skill. As if this if the Not So Bad generation was made at a later point, I do feel her generation would have also had to max out romance, since she was a serial romantic. Since her generation was really focused on romance, I feel like she would have maxed it out. So I am still maxing it out in the background, even though the skill wasn't there when I started her generation, just because I think it really matches her. And let's see, Opal, are you able to this time make it a good quality? Like, you're focused, you should be able to like finish your homework and actually do a good job. So just fingers crossed. In terms of your skills, how are we looking here? Logic level 5, rocket science level 5, cooking video gaming level 5, and then handiness level 4. And I did say that even though it's not a rule, but you had the image that I showed at the beginning of this generation, it's still poor. This girl. Okay, I'm gonna sell this one. But I don't know why this girl is making another poor rocket. Like, she has two poor rockets. I don't know. I don't know this girl, but she is gonna do a bit more homework. Wait, you did do your homework. There, you did your school project. I guess this girl is gonna stay on. I want to do extra homework. I cannot, because she was focused. I could have done this one. Guess you won't complete a school project with at least good quality at the moment, because she is not in the mood. But what I wanted to say is, when I was showing the image with the challenge rules, you actually saw that there was like the option to make 10 sculptures before she would go into young adult's life. So far, we've made one, two. Let's see, can I do it on Filter. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just gonna have her craft. Oh, she can craft a gnome. She can actually. She can actually craft a gnome. I don't think she would. I think instead she's going to craft another sculpture. This time it's gonna be an elephant one. She hasn't crafted that one yet. And we'll just have her slowly keep working. Oh, actually, is there one more here? No, there's not one more there. I was about to say, if there's one more, I can count it as number 5. So this will be number 5. And she's just gonna do a little bit of woodworking before prom starts. As I said in the last episode, I don't think she is the type of sim who actually wants to go to prom. But her mom, she loved prom. She loved to do all the activities of prom. And I feel like she would be the one to force Opal to go to prom, to do the activities. She would even like have her buy a dress for Opal. So I did buy her, or I did give her a dress that I think Ruby would buy instead of maybe something that Opal would choose. Just because she was like, yeah, this is important and you have to keep up appearances for like my status as a president. Like what you do affects me as well. So you need to go to prom and you need to look your best. So she, oh, peace and quiet. So she's gonna force her daughter to go to prom, even though she might not want it. And I think she might just be hanging in the back, maybe even going outside to put her telescope down and just be watching the stars um in her outfit. I do see like that would be something that she would do. But we'll just see if she's actually enjoying it or if she's just like, I really don't want to go again. Okay, look at our queen. This is the dress that her mom bought for her. It's these like puffed up sleeves. It's a little bit of like a ballroom dress. And then she also had her put on makeup, put her hair down, and then have this like hairband. I don't. She feels inspired, but I don't think she is going to feel fully comfortable in this dress, in the makeup, in a look that she's not used to. Also, everybody that is here, I did try to give them all some outfits. Teachers, I really kind of couldn't be bothered with, but I did try to make everybody look a little bit more cohesive. So it probably took me over an hour to give everybody a nice outfit. We also have some of our family here. So we have Hannah, who is of course a Nani and Kaylani's daughter, who are both elders right now. So we probably should introduce ourselves to our cousin. And then we also have Josephine, who is also our cousin. So we should also probably do an introduction to the both of them and have a little, because they know each other since they were kids, but apparently they don't know each other at the moment. Then we have Wendell, who is over here, so he decided to join as well, but apparently he doesn't want to be in his outfit. So let me just quickly put him back in. He's actually wearing this more bluish purple suit, which I think looks really good on him. I think his outfit looks great. Then Aileen, who we met in the last episode and is our new best friendo, she is looking in like this pink dress. She has these flowers in her hair. She is looking so gorgeous. Honestly, she's looking so gorgeous. So I kind of feel like even though Opal wouldn't wanna be like fully at prom and she's probably like, why am I here? And oh, she's seeing like she knew each other. Like they weren't friends, but they were cousins who were raised together. Like Josephine and Hannah, they were also at her birthday parties. So it would be weird if she didn't know her cousins. Also, did you introduce yourself? No, you did not. So introduce yourself to Hannah as well. And then what we are gonna do, and like I said, I don't think she would really be having a lot of fun at prom. She would still like talk to some people, maybe talk with her cousins as she hasn't talked to them in a while, and take a picture with Aileen just to have like some form of memory So she can show her mom, like, look, I did things, I took a picture, I talked to some people, in just to get like her mom off her back, basically. But let's see, we need to vote for, we need to talk to someone who we did that, eat someone we did. So we need to dance with someone, and vote for prom royalty. Oh, apparently I forgot 2 people. No, I'm not gonna go. Vote for prom royalty. I think she's gonna vote for Hannah, one of her cousins, because maybe she's heard from like her mom that Hannah really wanted to be prom royalty, so she's just gonna vote for her cousin. Are we going to get a picture? Who's gonna take our picture? Who is going to take... There we go. I was about to say, like, who's gonna take our picture? They're not really in the spot that I would have wanted them, but I guess it's fine. We are gonna turn off the flash. I'm just gonna make the picture a bit brighter. You can also see that Aileen does have braces. And I'm gonna check what kind of pictures we can have the 2 of them do. It's a lot of the same pose, actually. Can we just have a little bit more of a picture of the 2 of them looking together? More of a prom type kind of picture? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep, like, this is one, but I don't think Opal would actually be in this pose. So I'm just gonna go around and see what kind of picture we have, and then if I settle on one, I'll show you lovelies. Actually, you know what? This kind of works. This kind of works as a picture. So we'll take that picture, and then we also have a photo booth picture that she can take after voting for prom royalty. So vote for prom royalty, not Aileen, Hannah. Vote for prom royalty, Hannah, and then go take a picture in the photo booth with both Wendell and Aileen. And the prom award ceremony is starting, but she's like, nah, I don't care. I'm not gonna be prom queen anyways. Like, who would want to vote for me? Prom jester either. Like, I don't think people are looking much at me, even though my mom is a president. So we are just gonna take some pictures with Wendell together, while the principal is actually talking about the prom royalty. You can see, like, I did really try my best, but I did forget 2 Sims, or those 2 Sims just didn't want to go. And Aylin is asking about concert tickets just out of town. But I think it's going to be too late if prom is over, that they probably won't be allowed to go to a concert. But let's see. So Hannah did actually win prom queen, which is like really sweet. And then we have Harvey Rocca, who won prom jester. So Hannah, can you please MC Tresser put on your mom's dress? Because I also thought that it would be really fun if she was actually wearing her mom's dress as a little nod to Nani. So we have her here looking very gorgeous as a prom queen. She's looking very, very excited that she actually won prom royalty. And she is a little bit older actually than us. So this is a prom for like all years, but she's actually 17 out of 20 days. So she will be 3 days away from aging up, whereas we'll be 8 days from aging up. She's watching the ceremony. Let's see what else we can do. We have to dance. We did use the photo booth actually, so we can take that off. We have to dance. So I guess we will just dance. I don't think she's actually really wanting to dance, but maybe she's being forced, or she is a little bit scared that because her cousin's in there, her mom will know that she didn't interact much. So she's just gonna do a little bit of dancing, just enough to have been shown on the dance floor. And what we are gonna do then is go outside. See, is she dancing? Yeah, she's doing a little bit of dancing. Okay, she's doing a little bit of dancing, just slightly, but she is dancing. So I guess we can take it off, like she did dance. So she's gonna like show that she's danced, like people have seen her on the dance floor. And then she is gonna sneak outside to place her telescope in the world. Like she, of course, did have her telescope maybe in her locker or something like that. So let's place the telescope in the world. Prom is now over. She is not gonna go to the after party. I don't think she would be the kind of person who would actually go to the after party. But instead, she is gonna do some stargazing, and we're gonna say that prom is officially still going on inside. But even though the law changes, we're gonna say prom is still going on inside. But she's actually sneaked outside after prom or during prom, and just to oh my game is really laggy. Just to do like a little bit of stargazing. So maybe we can also say that people are going to the after party. Her mom expected her to go to the after party, and instead of her joining, she is just gonna spend some time doing something she actually loves, stargazing, and let her mom think that she is doing all the prom things. Let her mom think that she is doing all the like after party things, and just instead do something she loves. It is the next day, and we are actually at the Newcrest Rec Center because Julian wanted to have a little getaway or a little fun day with the family, so they could also spend some time with Alvaro. He's currently actually playing a game over here, but Opal is really excited to join because they have newly placed down a observatory where she can get more of the paintings or the more of the collections. So the let's see, where was it? Where is it? Space Prince. So she can get more of the Space Prince. So she's actually gonna do a little bit of observing the sky. Whereas Ruby is currently giving Alvaro a diaper clean. With a last exception, apparently. But she's just gonna do a little bit of storytelling. I do think she really likes Alvaro. I think she's also really happy for Julian that he got his son in the end, that he did get a second child because she was never would never have been able to. I don't think she does wants any more kids. So she's happy that at least he could get a little son in the form of Alvaro. So we are going to help him climb the um wow. I completely the slides, and then maybe we can also do a little bit of playing with him just in a little kids playroom. Well, while Opal is observing the sky, being her happiest self because she's feeling eureka, she's feeling up and at him, she has some active energy, she's feeling like energized. She's now a level 8 of logic. So at this point, like looking at her skills, we are gonna max out logic before rocket science and handiness, the two skills that we actually need to max out. But I don't mind because I think logic is also something that we need for her job together with fitness. So we might also work on a little bit of fitness, maybe have her go jogging. Oh, he's gonna go on the slide. Let me take a picture. I think she's good as a stepmom. I think she's better as a stepmom because she doesn't have to take care of the child like full time. But I think her as a mom, she just never expected. Oh, he's. I was about to say he's scared. He's too scared to go on the stairs. But I think he. She probably would have been happier if she didn't have a kid. She loves Opal. She lost her daughter a lot, but I think that she, with her wishes and the way her life went, she just would have wanted to see it a bit differently. We're not gonna do an autosave. Is he gonna? Yeah, he is gonna glide. She's gonna be standing there for him. Let's see. That's that's worth a cute little picture. Maybe a little bit We actually never, I don't think we ever saw her like help Opal like on the slide or anything. I think now she feels a little bit more ready to play with kids. But at that point, she was just really focused on her career and she just really wanted to do some other things than taking care of a child, being a single mom. But in the end, I think it did all work out and she did get to the place. Oh, there's actually one of her best friends, Janine. So I do think that she. Wait, that's Janine, right? Yeah, that's one of your best friends. Why don't you Okay, cheerful introduction. That's one of your best friends. I don't know how you forgot her, but I definitely know that you were friends. So I'm going to put this back to friends, because they were definitely friends at some point. So we're just gonna let them talk. She's done observing the sky. She's in awe of the cosmos, but why don't you do a little bit, if you are in awe, why don't you do a little bit more checking out? And sorry, Nathaniel, but we are actually having some fun time with Alvaro instead, who is now looking at what can I play in the ball pit. Of course you can, baby. You can go ahead and play in the ball pit. The little cutie. And otherwise she'll sister come over and do a little bit of playing with you. Is there a little... Yeah, you can like funny things. Oh, it's a little kitten. She is an attraction to Janine. Well, Janine is definitely not bad looking. But you already have your very loving partner with who you are going to have a deep conversation. And who you're going to... I don't think we're going to do any romance right now. But she is going to talk about her burnouts, just saying, because she did feel like a mental fog from her burnouts. So she's just going to talk about like how she's feeling at the moment. Oh, Talia's here as well. So maybe do a polite introduction to your brother's wife. Does that mean actually? If Talia's here, does that mean that your niece is here as well, so Alvaro can become friends with your niece? And does that also mean that your brother is here, Miguel? I'm not seeing him, but if Talia's here, I would suspect that Miguel is here as well. Let me check. Blair. Okay, Blair is not here. Unfortunately, I wish we could invite over Blair. So we could actually have her and Alvaro play together. But maybe at some point we can like schedule a toddler play date before they all turn into young adults and then... Or young adults before they all turn into kids. And then Miguel... He's not here either. So maybe he's at home with Blair and Talia's just come over to do a little bit of fitness. And in the meantime, as I said, we're just gonna have a little fun day observing the sky, and I will just cut back in when she actually finds something. Okay, so Opal is now... Not Opal. Ruby is now engaged to Julian. Opal got a call from Julian, who has already left because Alvaro is getting tired. And he was saying, I found a ring in Ruby's bag. So I think she's gonna propose. Should I say yes? And Opal was to him like, Dad, I cannot make the decision for you. You should think about that for yourself. If you want to be engaged to Mom again, if you want to get married to Mom at some point. So I'm going to let you make the decision. And was like, what do I want? I don't know what I want. I wanted you to decide for me. It's obvious I cannot down. I think like in his case, it's like, I don't know what I want. I don't know if he was at some point like doubting a little bit, like, do I want to have that again? Or do I just want to be in a relationship with her and not get married? He was doubting a little bit what the best course of action was for them. Oh, this is broken. Opal, that means you can prepare something. So please prepare that after you're done observing the sky. But he actually decided that he does want to be married to her and doesn't want to be engaged to her. So they are now engaged without me having an actual engagement for them. But I also think that it's fine the way it went. I think for now, like these two, they're engaged. They have been discussing it. They didn't want like a big thing because it was already a big thing at some point when she was pregnant with Opal. So I think for now, like you can see, she's ready to woohoo. She's ovulating, so we're not gonna have her woohoo. But dude, dude, can we fight you? Yeah, she's gonna do a groin kick because he's come over to watch her shower, which she does not like. So I'm just quickly gonna boost up this so she can kick this guy in a place where you don't want to be kicked. Because she is definitely. Let me see, like. Oh my. She really did it. She was like, that's what you get for walking into a shower while somebody's showering there and watching them, you pervert. I think like she would be doing something like that. But yeah, I think like her and Julian being engaged, I think it's matching. I don't think they would be getting married soon. I think she would probably once they're elders, so we still have like 2 weeks before she ages up into an elder. Opal will already have been aged up into a young adult at that point because she's gonna age up in a week. So next Sunday, she will be aging up into a young adult. Search for the truth, stargaze. Actually, which ones give? I'm gonna look it up. Which one gives me the best options for the pictures? I think it's stargazing, but I want to make sure. But I think for them getting married, it will probably be once Opal has already moved out. So maybe we'll jump for one episode back to do a little in between machinima episode of them actually getting married. But at least I do think that they're now at the point where she has a good relationship with Alvaro. Um, Opal is also happy and they've gotten used to like being together that they're now slowly thinking about maybe we should move together. I don't think they would take either place. I think they might be moving in a place where Alvaro can be raised and the city is not really the place where I think when they initially moved into the city, I think Julian was still fine with raising Opal in the city, but now that he has moved to Widow Creek, he has a house there. I think he no longer wants to raise Alvaro in the city, and he would rather have a place where they could have a park and where it would be better. So I'm not sure if he would ask Ruby to move into his house or whether they would be moving into a house that they've bought of their own. But I do think that if they move in together, it might be not it might be out of the city. So let's see. Oh, you've become inspired. Why? Just stargaze then. But I think in like their case, they might be looking for like a different place where they can just raise Alvaro. And she is now tired because of low energy. We probably should send you home, but I just want to get one more picture if possible. So just do one observation, girl, and I'll send you home. But I I want to have your bluff's opinion. Like, what do you think? Like, should she move in with Julian in Widow Creek, or should they buy something for that the two of them have bought together? Not something that Julian has gifted to Ruby, or something that Julian has bought, but something that they've looked for just the two of them. So let me know what you think of that in the comments down below. Opal is in class, and a crazy math problem about 100 llamas is unlikely to have real world application. But fundamental math is an everyday part of life. For example, bills, budgeting around life expenses and luxury goods, impulse, estimates, and quantitative concepts. How should Opal approach the mathematics of life? I think she would master the fundamentals. I think she would love to have math. So she jots down helpful notes from the lesson. It will take time to get the hang of things, but it will be worth in the long run. And what I noticed is we have 4 classes and only 2 students who are actually in class. So we have Opal in class and we have Wendell in class. And everybody else who is supposed to be in class is all standing here outside. Even Aileen, who is currently facing an ailment. Unfortunately, I don't have the update where you can turn off ailments, which I will definitely do for any saves other than my Ines Green Let's Play, my Enchanted by Nature's Let's Play. I will probably turn off because I find ailments really annoying. So we will hopefully by the next episode, as I'm waiting for mods to be updated, have the update installed so I will have a functioning game. She's been friendly to a faculty member, so why won't we be friendly to Aileen? And I need to sneeze. And apparently we cannot talk to Aileen, so instead we are learning that Wendell is a geek. So let's see, he is a little bit embarrassed, so why don't we just talk about his mood and maybe see if we can get his mood a little bit up. See, friendly stories, discuss embarrassing mood. And she had this morning that she had to study for exams, so I will also let her prove scientific principles before the next class. And if we have the space, we will study for the exam as well. So she's just gonna try as hard as possible just so we can get it up to a gold, so she can get into an A grade, because right now she is still C grade. And I think like with her being ambitious, with her being a smart girl, I feel like she would get an A grade. Like, she has a logic brain. It, to me, it just doesn't make sense if she doesn't end up with an A grade. Okay, we did it. She's up to a B, so just a few more days and we can actually get her up to an A. She needs to get 1 skill to level 3. Well, I think we have enough skills since she has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 skills up to level 3. She is a B student. She impressed her teacher, so I don't think we're gonna get any trouble soon. And Ruby also did get a raise, so she's now making 887 simoleons an hour. Like, that girl's making insane money. But since we are here anyways and we need to wait for a little bit, about an hour, until our activity starts, why don't we just do a little bit of tinkering at the robotic station so she can start crafting some stuff. She doesn't have anything right now in terms of robot salvage parts. So I just want to see if we can get up as much as possible just so she can tick this off. Because I really want her to build a server robot at some point, as I think like she would just really want to have a robot with her, maybe take the robot with her to space so he can help like with checking things for her, so she can fly like the rocket, and the robot can do like all the diagnosis, those kind of things. Like, you also see droids in Star Wars, but I also think like just having the droid, the server bot, take care of things around the house. So maybe she would have like one for cleaning, one for something else. I just think that really is fitting like with what she wants. And oh, you need to go to your job, so make sure you go there, because I actually want you to go into the novice researcher one. So please head there, and hopefully we can end this episode with you having a promotion. So we are at the Humans and Hijinks Festival just because Ruby had to light fireworks at the festival for her aspiration. So let's see if this is the final one that we need. She's also here with Julian. She is ready for some woohoo. So I might just have her go on the toilets here. But she did complete the milestone. I think with that, we just need to donate to a protester, kiss someone at the Romance Festival, and complete a mural at the art center. I'm gonna tick this off just because we have completed the mural so many times already, or several murals, that for us, we had to do this for her job. So I feel like this is something she had already done in the past. Donate to your protester, I'm still fine with, and kiss someone at the Romance Festival also. And these two are definitely like so in love. Like she's complimenting him, he's complimenting her. They're autonomously flirting without me having to do anything. So I'm excited that they are engaged. Opal, she came back and unfortunately she did not get her promotion. So we are not at a novice researcher level yet, but hopefully we will be in the next episode. So I hope you lovelies like this episode. If you do, click the little like button down below. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the move from Ruby and Julian in getting engaged, but also whether they should live in Julian's house in Willow Creek or find a new place together. Let me know that in the comments down below. And if you're not subscribed yet and don't want to miss out on either a wholesome or chaotic video, make sure you click the little subscribe button down below as well. And I'll see you lovelies in the next one.